myself. Material harvest. Material harvest. Material harvest. Either we take things for granted, or we take advantage of the things that's meant to give us an advantage. I'll say it again. Either we take things for granted, or we take advantage of the things that's meant to give us an advantage. When you survive it all, what you gonna do next though? Cause it ain't gonna be time for shoulda, coulda, and wouldas. Matter of fact, what's that? I didn't even know we were still doing that. You did or you didn't. You do or you don't. Either we take things for granted, or we try to take advantage of the things that's meant to give us an advantage. We're gonna see what material harvest is talking about, but I want y'all to keep those things in mind. Material harvest. And by the way, stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Material harvest. Because we don't want to jeopardize what we have survived. Material harvest. Give me a minute to find it. If you ain't patient, you might miss something, because I ain't gonna edit nothing. Material harvest. One of the laws of the universe is what you sow, you reap. This card states that it is your time to reap the harvest you've worked for and so rightly deserve. This last physical card denotes self-mastery. Self-mastery is the magic. Self-sufficiency, independence, security, and the art of enjoying what you strive for. You've done the hard work, learned the lessons along the way, and used them to prosper in all areas of your life. If it's speaking for you, it don't just speak to you. It speak to your surroundings. It speak to your relationships. It speak to your character. It speak to your knowledge, it's your wisdom, your insight, your judgments. If this speak to you, it's speaking to you in every area of your life. The number 9 also means endings. Not that good fortune necessarily stops, but let me start over, pardon me. The number 9 also means endings, completions, closing of cycles. Not that good fortune necessarily stops, but do honor yourself as you finish up or celebrate the completion of projects. This would be the perfect time to look ahead and use the wisdom you've gained to think about what else you want to achieve. Don't past pretend, but don't future fake, but be able to look ahead. Consider smart investments and ponder ideas that show profitable potential. Congratulations on your success. You've earned it. Now, I don't know who that's speaking to, and I don't know who that's speaking for. But I hope that speaks to each and every one that come across this message, because it is timeless, whether you see it today or you see it at the end of the year, it's timeless. You will receive something from it when it's talking to you. Either we took things for granted, or we took advantage of the very thing, people, and places that was going to give us the advantage. I hope that wasn't you. step into your material harvest. Because we're going to get everything we deserve. And we don't need no shoulda, coulda, woulda. What's that? Either we take things for granted or we take advantage of the things that's going to give us advantage. Why do I keep pointing that out? Because at some point in my life, I start realizing, regardless of how I felt about the things that I was going through, I start realizing that all the things that I'm going through may be so that somebody won't have to. Somebody won't have to go through the things that I've been through. And I had people come in my life that came in my life for the same reason, so I wouldn't go through things that they was going through at the times that they was going through. And at the time that I was going through things that I was going through, that I would one day be a message so somebody else wouldn't have to go through them, I didn't understand it. And many times we don't. When we're experiencing experiences that's going to equip us with certain tools that we could pass on. Because anytime you've been given a gift, that means if you've been given a gift, it's not yours. You meant to give it away. If you the gift, you have something in you that you meant to give away to activate the gift that's in somebody else. So how can I help? How can I help you? How can I help people learn from my experience? Well, if you ain't figured it out yet, that's why I'm here. And in order for me to be here, I realized that I'm gonna have to, as much as I be in the energy of love, I'm gonna also have to balance it with the I don't give a fuck energy too. I gotta be just as strong as in my I don't give a fuck energy as I am in love to bring some balance to what I'm gonna bring forth. And I have that type of energy at my disposal. Why is that important? Because I hope you do too. You're gonna, as much as love you got, you're gonna have to have that I don't give a fuck energy to balance it. So no one could take you for granted or take advantage of what you're meant to help be the advantage for them in. So we ain't got time for games, we ain't got time for lies, we ain't got time for gimmicks. At least me personally, I'm not interested. And I'm so honest with myself to be so honest with you that I'm okay with cutting people off. We're gonna have to have our scissors or your axe or your sword, you know, or your ritual knife. You're gonna have to have whatever you need at your disposal, but more so you're gonna have to have information. You're gonna have to have knowledge. You're gonna have to have application at your disposal, because that's where your true power gonna lie, in the things within you, not the things that we have on. It gotta be in you. Truth no matter what. Truth no matter what. See, before I leave here, I plan my heart gonna be like this. Before I leave here, and I'm gonna say it again, before I leave here, my heart gonna be lighter than this feather, or this feather will be heavier than my heart. Message, if you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. And if that's your aim, your purpose gonna have to be truth no matter what. See, we could tell people around us whatever we want, but inside we know what's going on. We could dress it up, we could smoke it up, we could drink it up, but not away. You're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to deal with it. Because either we realizing that it wasn't your energy that you was using and it was theirs, or they realizing that it wasn't their energy that they was using and it was yours. If you pull, I say that to say, if you pulled your energy back and been drawing it unto yourself, things supposed to be happening. Don't jeopardize what you survive. When you're in balance, meaning yin and yang, fire and water, as you breathe air through this earth that you embody, when you're in balance, it automatically starts to inspire. It automatically starts to encourage. It automatically ignites and lights a fire in those around you. Not only that, it inspires, it encourages, ignites and excites the fire in those around you. It activates something in them to want to do the things necessary to acquire that same balance, to acquire that same harmony, to acquire that same light, to acquire that same vitality that they see operating in your life. It motivates people to want to do the same thing so they can grow, so they can mature, so they can know. And those that don't, they gotta go. Anybody ever notice when they stop doing certain things, when they stop going certain places, and when they stop dealing with certain people, and material harvest start coming in? Talk about energy. Pay attention. Either we realizing the energy wasn't yours and it was theirs, or they realizing the energy wasn't theirs and it was yours. Material harvest. I thank my Most High and the ancestors for fighting with me all this time through the battles that I don't have to face, even the ones I didn't know that I was facing. You know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I will not jeopardize what I have survived. You don't listen, you're going to miss it. And for those of us that's tapped in, increase it, build it. I encourage you to do so. Because when you tapped in, when you aware, beyond your own understanding, beyond your own ability to explain, your ability may scare people. And mine do. And I realize that it always has. They may never admit it, and very few will, and some have. But when you tapped in, your ability may scare people. And that's okay. But it's something to be aware of. Because we ain't here to scare nobody. We here with a message to do a service and to raise the collective. There's a lot of us here doing this work in different areas concerning different modalities, different teachings, different methods, in different ways. So if you're looking for spirituality to look a certain type of way, you probably already missed it. You probably already didn't hear it. And you probably already missed it. Students in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Thanks for the likes, unlikes, shares. If you didn't share, but I appreciate those who do, because it helped the message get out to the collective. I appreciate you for being you and allowing me to be me. And peace. I will.